Hi there, planetary plunderers, it's Misso Plays, and this week I've got another ship interior tour for you all. And this time around, it's my Crimson Fleet Eidolon, which started off life as a Hope Tech pickup, which I commandeered, and then upgraded the guns, the engines, and the insides too. But before we get a look inside, I'd like to thank my supporters Nan Solo, Jason365, Shift8, Blackfish95, and Bucky for your support over on my coffee page, because like I said before, that support really does go a long way towards me being able to make these videos and also the free mods for you all. And speaking of those free mods, this build actually features quite a lot of the new items that have been added to Furnish Your Fleet recently, so I'm really excited to show you those, as well as the inside of my new ship and where I'm living in space these days. And like I already mentioned, this is an all Hope Tech ship pretty much, because I really do dig Hope Tech and they're really brutal industrial aesthetic. And it also, I looked into having maybe the best floor plan I've ever had yet in any of these ships, because I haven't been placing my own doors, so this was all luck, and the AI ship gods really blessed me on this, because here we are, we just come up that first entryway hatch, and these ladders right in front of us will take me right up to my captain's quarters. So if my captain's tired from some planet-side plundering, she can just come up the hatch, up these ladders, and she's already got some peace and quiet up here in her own private quarters. Now this bit here, of course, one of those companionway habs that I had decorated to be like a small personal armory before we come on inside what used to be an empty Hope Tech captain's quarters and is now a furnished Hope Tech captain's quarters. I really like pairing these yellow and orange tones with the blue of the Hope Tech, so I've got these amber lights over there on some of those shelves that get left behind, along with some more of my captain's belongings, and then decorated up that desk there too with some more orange items. These shelves filled with some books, knickknacks, and glowy things over there, and a nice little control station there too, so if we end up waking up in the thick of it, the captain knows exactly what's going on before she even gets past her bedroom. The bed, authorized personnel's only sign to try and keep my companions out of there. Doesn't work, but it makes me feel good. And I've been using one of the new pirate banners that were added to Furnish Your Fleet recently as something of a privacy screen. Now this ship actually came with this beautifully placed porthole all ready to go, so I turned that into a nice lounge area where my captain can sit and enjoy some tea. Or she can just move over to this rather basic but pretty cute dining area for a full meal. This kitchenette area over here does work, courtesy of one of those invisible workbenches, even though it's set up mostly to make, well, tea, because that's what I would like to have after a hard day of plundering too. The bathrooms for these things always get emptied, so even though this is the original bathroom, I didn't have to decorate it because all of the little knickknacks, healing items, and med packs disappear from it when you get the empty hab, so I refilled the medical shelves for that one because I get hurt quite a bit. And now we're down to look at the main ship proper. Now, I wanted to stick with that very industrial vibe since it was a stolen Hope Tech pickup, and that's what those signs back there are. Those are from the Argos mod. Here we've got a little lounging area, and here I turned some of these shelves into a big fancy display case. This glass for the brig, weirdly enough, I can interact with those shelves and objects through it, so that's been really handy. I can restock it and decorate it more as I want without having to actually move that wall, and the wall still provides collision, so my NPCs can't go through it, but I can place things through it, and that's pretty nice. Had another porthole kind of awkwardly behind those ladders, so turn that into a lounge area for, well, my crew, and use some of the new pirate flags that I added to Furnish Your Fleet to turn that couch into more of a piratey couch. Now I'm going to go up those awkward ladders to the cockpit. I didn't do much up here, but I did miss the really mean red glow that the Armstrong cockpit had in my old ship, so I added back those mean red glows to this Overseer's bridge here using that new set of lighting from the Better Buildable Walls and Doors update. And now I'm going to come on down and look at where my crew's staying. And this used to be a Hope Tech all-in-one, and now it is, well, a Hope Tech all-in-one plus some. And I decided to keep it a little bit cozier looking this time around, since it is a kind of a smaller ship. So instead of one big fancy mess hall, I've got these little seating areas, like these little lounges where people can take their meals or cup of tea. As you can see, we've got that tea set there in the background. And I got this nice little entertainment system down here too. We've got TV, VCR, some videos to watch. And we got a nice game of darts going on here. Using some of those glowing amber shells to keep that amber and blue color story flowing. We got a nice coffee machine too, because everybody in this universe seems to really like their coffee. Tucked away in the corner is my gym. Lots of weight plates, lots of weights, and I managed to float some of those blue cabinets up there on that curved wall because they like to do that and get them there pretty easy. They make a nice way to fill those curved walls. These beds always here. That's part of the empty all-in-one 2x2, but I added some extra furniture and decor to make it a little bit more homey for my crew. Then down here we've got some more bunks as well. These of course were added from Furnish Your Fleet and then walled in using some of the bettable buildable walls and dolls walls. And here's our kitchen. Again, we got one of these like bar seating areas, which kind of makes me think of a neon hole in the wall. Really like that in my last ship, couldn't let it go for this one. And then we got some tech up on the wall too. That's for the new updated items. So if anything's going wrong when you're on your break, my crew can still hear all about it. And we're doing dishes here. That's not kind of normal for your average pirate crew, it seems, but here we like to keep our dishes at least clean, so we got those in the sink. And I added this porthole here for my crew to enjoy another lounging area looking out onto the stars. Got some books and reading material and a bit of extra red glow. However, because I did add that porthole, I did lose the bathroom, so I added another one. It's just one of the Furnish Your Fleet ones, nothing special extra inside there, so they're not missing a bathroom, and they got a view to the stars. Now down here in the bowels of the ship is our security area, and this is my new brig, even though it started out as an empty HopeTech control station. Got my little storage there for any stolen goods we take back or some contraband we take back, because we're not against crime on this ship, we're just against crime against us. Here's a little waiting area so you can lodge your complaints if one of your crewmates or one of our passengers is being unruly. And then, they end up in the slammer, because if you do a crime against us, well, that's a paddling. And here are my brigs that are all made using Furnish Your Fleet, better buildable walls and doors, and all nicely decorated. And there's some food too, because I spend a lot of time in space prison in this game, so I figured, I'm going to make it comfy, because that's the kind of space prison I like to be stuck in if I'm going to be stuck in space prison at all. Oh, also those lockers. Those lockers are infinite storage chests, and those were added in that Furnish Your Fleet update. And now we're going to come on through to another living quarters, which is quite low down and out of the way in the bottom of the ship too. Now, in this companionway, we do have a nice little shower area that I built in here, because this is actually right by the docker. So when you're coming in after causing mayhem on someone else's ship, you've got somewhere to wash the blood off before you get up there into those nice lounges. Filled up those shelves there with some of the misc items that recently got added to Furnish Your Fleet. And now I'm going to come on through to our go station. This is where we on the hostile ship get ready to go and cause problems to people over on the originally friendly ship. Made a little nook back there to put those spacesuits in to create kind of like a nice spacesuit display. And it's actually got a door that opens and closes too, which I thought was pretty cute. Lots of weapons ready to pick up and go if you're in the middle of something before you get the call to arms. And then this bench is where everyone can sit and wait, ready to start boarding the moment we get docked and we're ready to go. Now through here is another living quarters, because if you don't want to be gone at the moment's notice, you want to be close by. So that's what we've got, these crew quarters down here. Again, there's that pirate flag on the wall. That was the same one that was used up on the couch. And another nice little kitchen. Got some tea, blenders, cereal. We're running on cereal on this ship. I don't know if that'll give us enough energy to pod and successfully take over ships, but that's what we got. And then down here, of course, these beds are original, because this used to be one of the 2x1 all-in-one habs, but we did add some more of those cargo nets. Those are new to the Furnish Your Fleet update, and a bit of extra bedding down there, because it's a bit tight on this ship, and if I've got passengers on it, I'm going to start running out of beds. So we've got those makeshift bed rolls too, and that pretty much covers most of the crew sleeping living areas. And now we're going to get into the working heart of the ship, starting with my workshop. Now all of these next parts were built into an empty computer core 2x1. Here's my workshop. We've got a little armor workbench down there from the Argos mod. Got some industrial machines, crates, all my bits and bobs. Then when we come through here is a newly rebuilt tech station. Now all of these pieces are from that new Furnish Your Fleet update. Got some wall tech, floor tech, generators, a few more tables, things to really start like fleshing out some of the more working parts of the ships that do get stripped when these apps were emptied. You can see that shelf over there doubles as a weapons bench, because this is kind of like my computer core, control station and workbenches all in one. Walled in a little bit around these shelves I got left to make it kind of more of an interesting alcove, and added in some more of the small box items that have been added to Furnish Your Fleet recently, and then carried on that control center theme through into this companionway. I walled off a lot of those shelves, with all the knickknacks to make it look a little bit more dark and more, well, tech looking, I suppose. Still got a drink station, some games that people on the job can take a break. And then when it come on through to all of this next part is built into a previously empty cargo hab. So here through this door we've got my service doored off, because I don't want people messing with the things that are running our ship's logic and things like that. Don't want to jump into a star. And then I gave Cora her own bedroom. She's a growing girl. I figured some private space is probably really important for her. She's always on the ship, so we've got lots of books. I gave her own library, tried to give it a bit of an Aquila feel so she didn't feel homesick, stuff like that. Got like a little makeshift bed down there using some of the coffee tables and a bedroll, and then stacking all of these shelves using that floating technique to fill them up with all the books and glowing knickknacks. Even got one of her toys sitting out here along with another one of my extensive staple collections. And right next door to her room is my janitorial closet / utility room. That's where we got our cleaning supplies up here, as you can see up on the shelf. And it's where we're doing laundry, because we might be pirates, but we are not filthy pirates. We are just kind of dirty pirates, I guess. This new sink here is another one of the things added in that update, as are those cargo nets up above, and this fantastic bit of pirate plunder down here. And then behind these gated walls is my contraband stash. Now also added to Furnish Your Fleet is some buildable contraband. These are without the contraband tag on them, so you can build them, decorate with them, and they will not get picked up in scans. You won't get arrested, so you can still decorate like a crime lord without getting constantly arrested, which would be terribly annoying, because I really missed having that contraband to decorate with on my ships. Coming on through this rather nice little narrow corridor that I lit up again using that better buildable walls and doors lights, as are these lights. Here's my quartermaster's desk. Because then right through here is where I'm storing all of those fantastic weapons and armor that I'm getting from all of those ship boarding expeditions. And pirates have sticky fingers, so we need someone to keep an eye on it to make sure all of this makes it where it needs to go. And now as we pull back this door that was a ship door melded into one of the cage walls from Better Builder Walls and Doors, there's another private sleeping area. Well, semi-private anyway, since it is in the middle of our cargo bay. We've got like makeshift cot there, some personal items, some light up hookah canisters, and one of the new curtains that I've added to Furnish Your Fleet that can give a little bit more privacy around some of these beds. And then through here is our medical bay, because, people are going to be getting hurt a lot on these expeditions. So here's my med bay, that desk there using some floor mats and decorative pedestals. And over here by the bed is another one of those curtains. They hang from the ceiling and you can just pull them around in theory. Got some private items there on the shelf, and another one of the Nova Galactic research stations. So that's my med bay, and that's pretty much the tour of this ship. And yeah, it might not be grand, but it is my home, and I definitely feel more settled in this universe now that I have a home ship that I can come back to that I feel pretty happy with. And I realized going through this video that I really need to do another one to showcase all the new things that have been added to Furnish Your Fleet, because I really did only touch the tip of the iceberg on that new update. But for now, thank you so much again for watching through to the end. And as always, if there was anything in this video that you found in any way helpful or entertaining, please do drop me a like and subscribe. And I'll be back again next week with more building tips, ships, and outpost tours. So till next time, bye!